as the national president of the National Federation of Federal Employees, Randy Erwin, that union representing more than 100,000 government employees. Randy, thank you so much for being here with us. This new news. How are you advising your union members right now?
We're telling them, don't take this deal. It's a bad deal. They're making this administration is trying to make it sound like they're offering a deal that's good. They make it sound like they're going to get time off until September 30th. In fact, these folks are going to have to work until September 30th, so it's no deal at all. They're also making it sound like if they don't accept this deal, then they're going to be riffed. There might be a reduction in force and they'll be laid off. But in reality, they have no protection from a reduction in force if they accept this deal. So it's a terrible deal for federal employees. We're saying don't accept it.
And as Betsy noted, look, the president campaigned on this, on shrinking the federal government, cutting waste, cutting spending. It's something he was very clear with Americans on. They voted for it. What do you say to that?
I say there's a process for that. We live by the Constitution in this country, and the president, Article 2 of the Constitution, he's got to faithfully execute the laws of this country, and he is not doing that. It is Congress that controls the purse strings. And, for right now, for federal workers existing under the current authorization by Congress, they're paid for. But with this resignation, they're making offers for a period that hasn't even been funded yet. That is a violation of the Anti-Deficiency Act, and you can't make obligations that Congress hasn't funded, and so they can't possibly make good on some of the promises that they're making to these federal employees, which is why we're telling them that they're going to get stiffed.
And you've also said you're concerned that Americans don't understand maybe what a dramatic reshaping of the government like this might actually mean in practicality. Explain that a little bit.
I mean, this is going to be terrible for the American people with the kind of things. I mean, they have said, this Doge has said their goal is to cut 75% of the federal workforce. These folks, first of all, 87% are spread all throughout the country. They're not in Washington. They're doing critical things for the American people, keeping our military ready, caring for our veterans, maintaining our homeland security, clean air, clean water, safe air travel. All of these things are critical to the American people. They're spreading lies about these people, saying they're lazy, they're not coming to work. All of those things are false, but they're spreading those lies anyway to meet their ends. In the end, what they really want is they want another big tax cut for billionaires that we can't afford in this country, and they're going after working people to get it.
And I just want to make sure I heard you right. 87% of these workers are outside of D.C. They're in blue and red states across the country.
100%. These are your neighbors. The federal workers are doing great work right in every single congressional district in the country.
Wow. And Musk and his team are treating this like a private company. I mean, I think most people are familiar with him buying X, going in, doing something very similar there. And it's an idea that, a lot of Americans say, get a business person in there and take care of business. But is it possible to use that same approach with the government?
Absolutely not. What they did with Twitter, you want to lay off everybody? That's your business. You want to ruin your company? That's your business. But it is serious business. The work that the federal government does, keeping us safe. I mean, look at them just kind of laying off people at Department of Justice, laying people DEI. It's been several different places now, and we got serious work to do. And people don't realize that planes can be falling out of the sky. Communities are going to be burning, and we haven't even talked about just the loss of institutional knowledge. If they force all the best people out, the people who've been around the longest, and really have some special know-how that the American people paid for and benefit from, if they force all those people out, the quality of our government service is just going to fall dramatically. And, I'm worried for the American people. People need to be calling Congress and telling them to pump the brakes on this administration for what they're trying to do to the federal workforce.
And it really sounds like, I think I'm understanding you right, that look, you're concerned with the process, with how this is being done and how abruptly this is happening. You mentioned that Congress has not approved a buyout plan, so there are questions
Sure.
of if it's even funded. But so do you acknowledge that maybe, yes, you could be looking at where you could cut back, where you could streamline, where you could reduce wasteful spending, but you're concerned with the way this is being done?
Any organization could become more efficient. So I'm not going to say that government can't get more efficient. Of course it could, but there's a way that you have to do that, and you can't come in there and just start breaking things and think that that's going to be a good plan, because the work that they do in the federal government is serious, and it puts people in danger when they do that.
Mm. Is there anything that Musk or somebody from the Trump administration, the president, could do that could make this more appealing for your members, or make this a better situation?
Yeah, well, they need to take their time. They need to go through Congress and do things properly. If you're going to, have some reduction in force that is necessary, it should be well thought out. You could just see how they're backtracking on the number of the folks in different areas that can actually accept this resignation, because they're realizing what a disaster it would be if people actually accepted it. So it is important that you take your time. Right now, they are just pedal to the metal and putting sticks in the spokes of our government, and people, we just can't allow that to happen. So Congress needs to do its job, be an effective check on the executive. That's a fundamental thing that Congress has to do, and so far they haven't done that at all, and they need to have a backbone and do it.
So far, it's really just been the legal system that we've seen doing anything here. All right, Randy, Erwin, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.